Well, happy Columbus Day, Indigenous Day, Native American Day, Italian Day, whatever day you want to call it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, Culture Confederacy here. As you know, we talk about history and cultural preservation, maybe throw in a little politics. I always like to describe myself as somebody who's got one foot in the past, one foot in the present. But a real quick video today, I'm on my way to work. Got to talk about this article at NPR. Don't have time to read the article. But this article talks about which indigenous lands are you on? Of course, this is a dig at colonialism. But this is a map that is being put out by the group Native Land Digital. And I'm all for preserving history and culture, as you know, treating people with respect, going back and digging through the history, find out what really happened. Did you have all these white people that were coming in on the Americas and just trying to trample on people's land? Well, the history is a lot more complex than that. It really is. Because you also had the mistreatment of people here in the United States, let's say during World War II. The Italians, the Japanese, the Germans, they were all interned during World War II. So it wasn't just the Japanese during World War II that were interned, but also the Italians, the Germans, anybody who was working alongside the Germans, or any of the axis of evil at that time. Now, they talk about this map. So what you can do is you can go to this website at Native Land Digital, click on this map. And this is a nonprofit group out of Canada. Now, this is a searchable map, so you can look at different lands, languages, and treaties on this map. Now, the group is attempting to create conversation, preserve documents that preserve Native American history. As I said, I'm all for that. And users can click on labels across the Americas and other parts of the globe and zero in on addresses, zip codes, cities, etc. And you can identify which tribes live where, which I think is pretty cool. I'm all for this. Now, links to each nation, and once you link on each nation, you can bring up further reading or articles about that particular tribe, that particular region. And the goal here is to acknowledge and right the wrongs of history. Well, you can't right the wrongs of history because history's done and over with. That's a misnomer. I mean, what happened, let's say, for example, in my area here, Wounded Knee. It happened. It shouldn't have happened, but it happened. The best thing we can do is learn from history and become better people once we learn from history. So this is all about reconciliation. But as they admit, the history is complex and being aware of Native American history. But the truth is that Native Americans actually came over from places like Siberia and East Asia, going roughly, they say, about 18,000 to 25,000 years ago. However, before then, it's believed that you had Asians coming over that I think were discovering areas like South America, but they didn't stay very long. The history on that's very sketchy, or there's not very many documents, preserving that history. But it's true. You had Asians coming over here. Then you had the Vikings that were coming down through Canada. Given technology, they didn't have the ability to preserve documents like we do now. So it's a complex history. But it seems to leave out, this website seems to leave out, and I'll have to go and check it, and I'll do some further reading on this. As I said, this is a video on the fly, real quick video. But they tend to leave out this very important fact, that Native American tribes fought with each other. I'll give you a good example. The Sioux. Okay, the Sioux had several native or fellow native tribe enemies. This included the Mandan, the Arikara, the Hadasta, and the Pawnee. Well known, this rivalry between the Sioux and especially the Pawnee. And as I mentioned earlier, Italians, Japanese, Germans, were interned during World War II. And you had a lot of settlers who got mistaken for Native American, fellow Native American tribes. That happened a lot on the plains. You go back and read the history of it. So while they're making an attempt here to reconcile what happened in history and preserve these documents. As I said, I'm all for that. Fact is, history is multi-layered, and it's not necessarily black and white. It's like a car accident. 4 people walk away from a car accident with 4 different versions of what happened, because each person witnesses something different or a different angle. You know, you can say, okay, well, how could these Native American, or how could these Europeans come over here and trample on Native American lands? And there was a lot of back and forth, and there were treaties that were signed. Yes, there were treaties that were broken. So, you know, it's a very complex thing. And you had a lot of groups like the Irish and the Asians that were being pushed out of places like California when California got established. You know, so these rivalries within ethnic groups, white ethnic groups, happening in cities like New York, or as I said, in California, in Los Angeles and San Francisco. This is well known, well documented. So I do applaud this group. You can go check out the article. I mean, their efforts here to try to preserve this history. We should preserve it. It's a part of American history and culture, Native American culture, but so is the establishment of cities like New York or San Francisco, Los Angeles. You know, America, this is unique. This experience, or this place called America, is unique to America. And we learn from our mistakes. And the great thing about America is we don't have this rift that you see in Europe, because there's a rift in Europe between nations that goes back 1,000 years. Goes about, you know, there's an old saying, I believe it's France and Germany have their eagles, if I'm not mistaken, facing different directions because they were always getting attacked from all sides, if that tells you anything. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Like I said, a quick video today. You can follow me at Instagram, #JasonComposes, or find me at Instagram, or pardon, I just said Instagram, but find me at Twitter, Culture Confederacy at Twitter. I would say go check out this website. Let me know in the comment section below what your experience was when you went to this website. Again, the name of it is Native Land Digital, and this is an article at NPR. Once again, the title of the article here, going through my notes real quick. Which indigenous lands are you on? This map will show you. So go check out the article, go check out this website, tell me what your experience was, as I said, and I'll catch you next time. This is the Cultural Confederacy saying peace out, stay safe, everybody. God bless this great country. You all have a great Monday.